Phones on silent. Trevon, Bluiett, Malcolm Bernard, Coach Chris Mack.
Beat a really good team. You know, our guys are very aware of the togetherness, the toughness, and the resiliency that Butler's played with all year. And but at the same time, you know, coming into the game, we felt like, you know, for the 80 minutes that we played in our 2 regular season games, 72 of those minutes, I don't think you could tell who the better team was. And you know, we let turnovers plague us in game 2 at our place a couple weeks ago, and I switched up how we defend the dribble handoffs and brush screens and all that stuff from game 1 to game 2, and it helped our team. And so tonight, I think our team did both things. We handled their dribble penetration for the most part, and other than that stretch in the second half, you know, we did a good job in the last 4 or 5 minutes taking care of the ball and getting good shots, getting to the foul line.
Raise your hands for questions. We'll get the mic. Let us get the mic to you.
Chris, are you able to verbalize what a relief this win is?
I don't look at it as relief. You know, I think we have competitive guys, and they understand what's at stake. I mean, I don't know how you can't. 2017, everywhere we go, guys, you know, have their phones up to their noses. So I'm sure they're Snapchatting, but at the same time, every once in a while, they're probably checking Twitter and, you know, seeing the bottom line on ESPN and Fox Sports 1, Stuart Mandel. So we're aware of all that stuff. The bigger issue is making sure that we play our best against really good teams. And Butler's a really good team, good program, and they've had a special year, and wish them well in the NCAA tournament.
Right here in front.
Coach, you mentioned yesterday that you were uncertain as to where this team stands in regards to the NCAA tournament. Does that change after tonight's win?
No, I mean, I still don't know where we stand. Again, I only care about the Big East tournament right now. And, you know, I talked a lot at the press conference that we had before we left here for New York about how I felt about my team and our resume, if you will. But I'm here to talk about the Big East tournament and a game that was well played tonight, 2 teams that battled tooth and nail. I mean, the game could have gone either way down to the wire. Our guys made some big-time plays. Malcolm probably had the best game of his career next to me. And, you know, Trevon has done it all year long, and that's why we put the ball in his hands at the end. So let's talk about the Big East tournament. And it's special to be playing on Friday night tomorrow.
Second round.
Trevon, can you bring us through that play where you hit the big shot late there in the second half?
You know, Coach wanted me to get the ball around the elbow and, you know, just kind of make a play off that, you know, drive, kick, or, you know, throw high-low to the big, or just drive to the basket. And, you know, when I turned around and saw the basket, I felt like I had an advantage trying to get to the rim. So I tried to use my body a little bit. And, you know, the main thing was just to stay poised and, you know, just got a shot off.
Second row left.
This is for all you guys. First half, you against DePaul, you guys really looked a little lethargic, and now you're at this point now. What did you guys have to do to get from point A to point B now, for anyone who wants to answer?
Well, I mean, I want these guys to answer the majority of questions, but I would say I disagree with you that we were lethargic. You know, I thought, if anything, we pressed. Defensively, we played pretty well. I just thought our guys were pressing. We couldn't make a shot. You know, and that's we're no different. There are a lot of teams that come in the Garden with those bright lights and miss a lot of shots, but our team settled in, if you will.
Right here in front.
Trevon, first half, guys was close. What are some of the halftime adjustments you guys made mentally and physically?
Well, mentally, you know, he just told us to, you know, stay in the game. The other 2 games that we played against them, it's been the same way. So we couldn't let that get to us. We knew that it was a game of runs, and you know, we were still in it from the get-go. I think, you know, from on the floor standpoint, I just think that we kind of lagged getting those rebounds that we had talked about leading up to this game, and you know, he just told us that that's something we had to improve on. You know, we were getting open shots, we just didn't make them didn't make them count, didn't take advantage of them. But overall, you know, just keep playing the way we're playing and just stick to it, and eventually everything's going to fall through.
On here on the left.
Coach, can you talk about the decision to send Baldwin to the line to take the free throws for Savage? What went into it and why you picked him?
Well, I think at one point I picked all 4 guys. You know, fortunately I didn't say anything to the referee. I mean, number one, Travis is a senior. I mean, he's been down this road before. He was 4 for 4. I don't think he had touched the rim, so I eliminated him. Then you had Keelan Martin, big-time gamer. You know, he's made big shot after big shot. He'd already been to the line, you know, a minute or so before, and he made the second one, so I felt like he'd sort of get a rhythm. And then I looked at Fowler and I looked at Baldwin. I know both of them are great free throw shooters, and I just think that Nate, he's very stoic. I don't think the moment's going to get to him. Every time I watch him shoot a free throw, it's like a machine. The ball hits the net the same way. And so I picked the best free throw shooter on their team. And fortunately, he missed one. But any of those guys could have missed one or made one. We just got lucky.
Patrick in front.
For Malcolm and Trey, I think you guys have scored about 100 points in the paint this week, going back to Saturday. You're going into Friday now. Are you surprised that that area of the floor has been as open as it has been, like, up to this point, still?
I think, you know, Coach emphasizes a lot on getting paint touches and getting into the box. I mean, we all know that we can shoot the ball well. We've put up a lot of shots, probably more than most teams. And so, like, our big emphasis is getting to the box. And so that's what we try to do every single time is get to the box. That's a huge emphasis for us.
Okay, we're going to do 2 more right here.
Coach, congratulations, the entire team. Congratulations. At the same time in saying so, how did you stop your defense? You completely switched it up, not only from games that you played against Butler earlier in the year, but at the same time, last night you were going with a zone almost the entire game, putting pressure up on top. They weren't swinging it. You just kept on doing it.
Right.
They never got the ball down low. Today, you basically went man-to-man the entire. You did switch it up a little bit in the first half, but then you went right back to the man-to-man, and it was very effective. But I'm looking at the two statistics. One, 21% Butler shot from three-point range when they've got shooters. What'd you do up on top? How did they miss that much? Obviously, you get a lot of credit for your defense.
Yeah, I think number one, DePaul isn't near the shooting team that Butler is. You know, it's for us. I think being able to switch a lot of their dribble handoffs, and you know, it creates a little bit of mismatches at times. You know, you're going to have certain guys maybe on their point guard, certain guys on Travis who's going to roll you into the post. But you know, we just felt overall, if we switched, for the most part, there was going to be a man on a man everywhere on the floor. And again, I think our guys have great respect for the type of shooting team that Butler is, and you know, being able to contain the basketball is the most important thing defensively. If you do that, it doesn't require a second defender to help, and I think our guys did that. And we tried to mix it up because I think our team's been pretty effective playing zone, but we couldn't do what we did against DePaul, in my opinion, and feel like we could be successful.
Last question in the back.
Yeah, this question is for Malcolm. After playing at Florida A&M, you're on the verge of playing the NCAA tournament. Can you tell about your emotions about how this might cap your career?
Honestly, it's unexplainable.
One happy cat right here, I can tell you that.
It's really unexplainable. I mean, that was the reason why I came here, and to see it actually happening. I mean, knowing that it was going to happen already, but to actually see it is truly an amazing feeling, and I don't think I'm going to feel anything better than this.
Xavier, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.